Okay, good evening. Hello, and welcome to another edition of graphic design using Canva. Now, some persons ask, how do I create a flyer? I want step by step instruction on how to create a flyer in Canva. Now, whether you are using Canva or Photoshop or CorelDRAW or even Microsoft Word or anything you want to use, the first thing in creating a flyer is to get a concept in your head. What kind of design do you want? That's the first thing you have to do. What are you designing for? Who are you designing for? Is it landscape? Is it portraits? I mean, a dimension now. So you have to decide on that. Then the second thing is to try to follow your design, the concept you have in your head. And you can get a concept by going online or by constructing something yourself. It's okay. Now, in case you are going online and you want to imitate a design you saw, you can also do that on Canva. Now, the first thing you do on the app is to add this plus sign here. That's if you're not using a template, a pre-designed template, if you want to design from scratch. So you will see different sizes. I'm moving this place down here, this one. If you want it to be a square like this, you take this one. If you want it to be rectangle or portrait, you take that. If you want it to be landscape, you can use that. And there are different sizes for landscape. This is another one. There are so many landscape sizes. Look at this one. So let's say I want to make it portrait with this. When I select the size, when it is highlighted like this, it's surrounded with this blue line, I will just tap on this and it will be selected. So this is a size I am working with. Okay, so you have to decide what kind of background are you going to use, what will be on the background. You have to design the background. Now, you may not start that way, but I'm just giving you that as a way, as a guideline. You can start by designing your background. Now, to make this work easier, I'm going to come here to this number here. I'm going to tap it. I'm going to press on this plus sign. And I'm going to have 2 pages. Now, I'm going to choose any one. So now I have 2 pages. Now, on this page, I'm going to press the plus sign again and choose image. Then I will tap on this one and it will lead me to my phone gallery where I have my pictures saved. I'm now going to bring out a flyer that I want to imitate or I want to work with. That's what we're going to use. One of the ways people learn, especially even in computer centers, all these business centers, one of the ways they learn is to take flyers and try to imitate them, try to design them, try to redesign them. While you are doing that, you'll be learning the ropes, you'll be learning the different tools. That's one of the ways you can do that. So let me get a picture, a flyer I've done before. Let me use this one. I'm going to tick OK here. Just follow it the way you follow your phone. Upload, select, you will see all the buttons. Now look at this, just hold on that edge there and drag it. Okay, then tick OK. Remember, this is the second page. I still have a first page. So I'm now going to come to this first page and try to imitate the things on this one. I'm trying to learn how to make a flyer by imitating a flyer. Now look at, they have a background like I said, so let me try and design this background. This background is white and it has a transparent cover. At the back of the cover you can see a woman and a man putting on a face mask, and then it's like a wedding photo. I think they are kissing or something with a mask because it's Corona and all of that. So I think they're trying to pass a message there on safety or something. So let me come over here now. While I'm here, I will now tap on this, choose image. I will now go into images and try to get a picture. Now I'm using their own gallery, not my phone gallery. Now I'm using the gallery or photo storage of Canva. They also have pictures that they have saved for users. So I can say man, I can say face mask. Now I may not get that exact picture, although I could look for it, but I may not have that time. So you'll see different pictures on mask. Anyone you see this crown sign, that means that image is not free. You will not be allowed to use it for free. So you will have to pay to use it. So you will look for one that is free. If you don't see anyone that is free, you have to download one by yourself and upload it here. Okay, I've not seen any free one. So let me do man wearing face mask. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to design the background of the flyer first. As you can see, it's not easy to see a free one. Let me type mask. Now you don't have to waste time doing this. If you don't see any image, just download one. I don't want to exit this place, that's why I'm staying here. Okay, network issues. My network is being slow. Let me put it off and put it on again. Okay. All right. Well, since I couldn't get any picture, let me see. Health mask. So it's a network now. You can see the data is just poor. All right. So I think some free ones are here. You can see those yellows. That yellow icon, crown icon, is no longer there. So let's not waste time. You can later look for the one you like, but I don't have that much time now. So now you have to be careful how you are using this image. You have to position it where you want it to be and what part. Well, when you're finished designing, you will understand. You may want it to be this way or that way. So it's up to you to decide how best to fit it. Click on OK. You can deselect by clicking that check sign up. Okay. Now, to get a transparent background or to get a transparent cover, we've taught it. You just click on plus sign. Go to illustration. Under illustration, you will see different items, different elements. Take shape and look for your rectangle. These are just simple tricks and hacks. There are no rules for these things. It's just things you will learn by experience and by trial. For example, there's no way they taught me how to get transparent cover. But if you watch people who have designed or who are designing, you will see. So I'm expanding this one. Then while I'm on it, look at, I've deselected it. If I tap on it, it's now selected. If I tap again, it's unselected. So to work on any icon or image or element, you just tap on it and all you can do with it to come up. You can now change the color. You can do anything you want to do with it. So I've made it, let me make it white. I can just come here. I like to use off-white. So I can just do Fe, off-white. Or I can do this way. I can just change the color from here. I can, of course, move this knob around. So let me not use pure white. Let me just use something like this. You can see where the knob is. If the knob is at the extreme corner there, it will be pure white. if you keep it somewhere around here, it won't be exactly white, but something like this. You can make it bluish off white too by simply moving this one here. So you may want it to match with the color of the picture itself, which is somehow blue. You see that? Then you can move this one a bit back so that it's not looking too blue. If it doesn't work, you can retap it. So you see that it's off white and it's cool. You can now stretch it to cover. Then come to these 3 dots here, these 3 dots. Tap on it. Then tap on this button, on that icon. This is the transparency level, 100. You can drop this transparency level. That means the image on top is now transparent. That means you can see through to what is behind. You can put it at any convenient space number. You can make it 85. If it's too much, you can put it at 90. Or 87. Click OK. Now, what do we have here on this other one? We have a frame carrying an image or a face. So can we get that frame? Yes. You click on the plus sign, go to illustration. It's always in illustration or stickers. Click on frame and you'll see different patterns will come up. A frame is what you use to contain or hold a picture or a video. Many of them will hold videos and pictures. Some will not, but most will, or many will. So look for a frame that is circle and has a large a thick line, thick circumference. You can use any frame, but we are trying to imitate the one there. So I think this is what it looked like. Deselect it. Look at, sorry, that's a mistake. Click this to deselect everything. Look at, you see this frame? It's a circle with thick outline. Thick outline. This is the outline here. So I'm going to tap on this and bring it over here, just like it's on the photo. The color of the outline is not ash, it's somehow blue. So I can do this. I can make it blue. I can use any blue I like. Deselect, let's see. Are you seeing that? I can expand it a bit. Now, if you notice, there is a white circle under the frame. Mistake. Just drag it from. Okay. Deselect it first, then you can easily move it. So I'm going to look for a circle now. Go to shapes. In illustration, shapes, circle. Make this circle white. I want it to be pure white, so I'll just come here, put F, or and that way is to drag it to here, pure white. Let the knob be at the extreme end. Okay. Then I want it to be under this other one, so I'll select this, come here and press it down. It's now under. So it will be not. It won't, because this place has a space under that lets you see what's under the circle. I want that place to be showing only white, so I can just do like this. I can drop this one a bit and bring it out, because that's how the other design is. The other flyer we are trying to imitate. You see that? If you observe carefully, you'll see white there, just shooting out a bit. Mine is even a bit excess. You see, you have to be careful how you move things, because when you want to adjust, it will be difficult. So do it one time and avoid touching it again. Okay, since we are learning, I'll just do it this way. Okay, what else is there? A cream colored circle. So I can do that. Plus again, illustration, shapes. A circle is a shape, so it's gonna likely be here. And that one is smaller in size and diameter, so I'll drop the size. Could bring it here, and it was under the frame, but on top the white circle. So I will just take it down one step. You see that? It's under the frame. I think it was even under the white circle. Beautiful. So it gives this effect of this one being sliced. It looks like this one is sliced. It's not really sliced. It appears, it's an illusion. It appears sliced because there is this white stuff there. You see that? It looks like this one is now truncated somehow. So it's an effect. So click on this and change the color to yellow. Now to get this exact shade of yellow, you might need the HTML code, or you could try to get it from clicking that plus sign and then dropping this yellow a bit. You could just use your eye to gauge it, to look for what resembles that other one. It's not exactly it, but it looks pretty much like it. You could use HTML code to find that out. Now let's put something in here. So tap on this, click on the one that has a pen at the extreme end, and it will open up this place. You can put a color, but we don't want to put a color, we want to put an image. So I'll come to gallery, select a picture, because it's a frame, so you can put any picture inside. I'm going to try to select that same image I used. Since it's my picture, I know where I kept it, so I'll go to my gallery, and here it is. So look at it. Then tick on good, click on good, select it, depending on how your phone is. You see that? You can also crop it. Look at this place on top here. You can crop it like this and adjust it. You can adjust it for my hair to show well. It didn't work well, so I can do it again. Crop. It's usually not easy sometimes, especially when you're working with circle frames. My picture is not a circle, my picture is a square, and I'm using a circle frame, so it might pose some difficulties. Let me try one more time. If it doesn't work, I'll just let it be like that. Okay, I think I'll just leave it like that. There's a way I did it. You need to be careful and patient. But you can see my hair is not showing very well, but it's okay. Now it's beginning to resemble this. You can still make minor adjustments, get your spacing, your balance, your alignments properly, but basically this is how it is. Now let's try to get these ones here. Those are semicircles that are hidden, partially hidden. They are not any big deal. So I can just click on this. This is already a circle. Come to this place here, these two double squares or rectangles. Click it. It will duplicate. It will double whatever image was selected. Then I can expand this one, then hide it a bit. Sorry, no mistake, just do this. Deselect first, always deselect. You see that? So you can do your adjustments. You can say, okay, it's too out, or it's coming out too much. You can adjust it. So that's that. Look at. So the one under is blue. Then there is a white layer under, a white lining. Sorry. Then a yellow one under. They are all circles. Don't let it trick you. They are all circles. So I can click on this, duplicate it again, right, and color it white. Then what? Take it out under and adjust it carefully to only show its outline. You see that? Deselect. I can click on this now to make it blue. Let that one be blue. While it is still highlighted, I can duplicate again. I have another one now. Then I can color this one, this cream color. Come here and put it under again, under everything, under both the blue and the white. Then just put it this way, hide it. So they are all circles that have been truncated and hidden on the screen. Click OK. Does it look like this? Yes, it does. So that's how it works. Now this is coronavirus icon. You can get it online from boxicons.com. flaticon.com, boxicons.com, flaticon.com, not flat icons, flaticon.com, boxicons.com. You'll see a lot of icons here, or you could just browse coronavirus icon png. That's portable network graphics. You'll see a lot of images. You can use any of them, then add them as images to Canva. Like, see many images I have here. I can take any of these my images and just put, if I take this image now, it will be anywhere I want it to be. So you can always select an image and add here. Then now this same thing was repeated down, so I could just repeat the same thing down, right? I could click on this, duplicate it, move it this way, right? Of course you have to check the alignment. That's what align with this one. I could click on this again. It's not very well aligned. It has to look like what was up. It has to look like what was up, because we are trying to imitate that other design. It's not compulsory, but we're trying to imitate. While it's there, duplicate again, color it what? White, and take it under. How do you take under? Click here and it goes under, just the same way we did that. Bring out the outline a little bit. That's okay. While it's there, still duplicate again, deselect. You can duplicate any of them, change the color again, send it under again, under. Then you can just do this. You have to make sure it looks like the other one, so that will take a bit of patience. What is this? Similar. So we have now to add the fonts, this icon, Facebook, all those things are not difficult. Once we've gotten this background, we are good to go. We can add the write-up by text. We can get Facebook icon. Where do we get Facebook icon from? Press plus sign, go to illustration, type Facebook. You can also download the Facebook icon from other websites. It's okay. I like to use this coffee one. There's one that usually appears here. It's not showing this time. Network. Or let me just go with this. You can shrink it. See this? Just shrink it. When it's too small, this arrow will pop up to direct you, so that it doesn't become difficult for you to touch it. Deselect. Let's see. Voila. Sorry. Deselect. Yeah. So I can put my name over there, my Facebook name. Go to text. I can say add some text of my own. Click inside the text box and type David Braide. Your name, of course, not my name. The font for text like this, I like the fonts to be small. It's called minimalist design. It doesn't have to be big all the time. It could be big if you want, but it's not compulsory. Then move it over this way. You can see it's not entering, so I could drop it again. All this has to do with your creativity and your personal taste. It's not like you must do it exactly as I am, but it's good to imitate so that you understand how the tools work, then find your own method eventually. All right, so there are two lines inside here, right? How do you get a line? I mean, look at these lines. So how do you get a line? Simple. You come over to what? Illustration. Scroll down, you'll see line. See line. Look at the many lines, many lines, curved lines, straight lines, dotted lines. This is a line. I can make it black, then expand it up a bit. I could also use a rectangle and shrink it, or drop the dimension to make a line too, but that would be a thick line. So this is okay. I could duplicate this instead of looking for another one and wasting my time. I just duplicate it and position it properly. Always position properly. Then I could type a text in between here. Now, since I already have this text, I could click on that text, duplicate that text, and edit it. I can say, protect yourself from COVID-19. Okay, it's bolden it, increase the font a bit, maybe 50, change the alignment to this way, drop the font again. I think it's a bit big, make it 38. I can make it form 2 lines or so. I could drop the font again to 32 because I'm seeing that it might not enter, so I think it will enter now. It still doesn't. Make it 28. So you just have to keep trying until you get what works. See, that's not so good. So if not for the sake of time and the video, I don't want the video to be too long, I would have kept on adjusting it till I get exactly as it is here. I think theirs is not bold, or mine, I was the one who did it, of course. It's not bold. Okay, so you just keep trying till you get. You may not only get exactly what is there, you can do something different for yourself. You can use a different fonts. If you click on it and click down, you get other fonts. So it's possible to do that. So right, okay, what else? This symbol here, this symbol was not gotten from anywhere, it was gotten from Canva. So go to illustrations, go to shapes. That's a square, dotted square. You will see dotted square or striped square. Just hope network is good enough. See, all right. So you see there are different types of squares. All the elements and icons you need, like look at it exactly. Shrink it a bit. I made it black, I think. Was it? Just somewhere there. See that? That's it. Then the font there, DP. Just type it, font, change the color, and just on and on and on. Centralize it and make sure it's looking properly placed. Adjust everything you need to adjust, and that's how to make a flyer. You get your background, add your elements, add your text, and make sure it's passing the message. Make sure it's solving a problem. Make sure it's clear to understand. It's readable, and we talked about response, ARM, right? Attention, response, memory, and some other thing. So go through the notes and look at the principles of graphic design again and apply them. You can make this white again too, so that it will look much like that. You can still drop the transparency if you want to. You see what I'm touching? You can make it 80, 85, just 87 before. So that's how to make a flyer. Thank you.